How's it going, everyone? This is Bevel. Today is going to be another quick Blender tutorials for you. And the topic is obviously is going to cut a long hole around this curvature surface. Why we needed to learn this when we're modeling? Because for product modeling, you are going to cut a lot of these kind of shape of holes for products, either for a earbuds or earphone that you probably need some power input or whatever. And it's oftentimes like when you modeling a surface already, and you forgot, oh yeah, there's a small details on the surface that I needed to do, and then you were like, oh, how to do that. Now today I'm going to show you how to do it exactly. So let's start with adding a cylinders so we can have a curvature items actually built in here. So I just put a 32. It's kind of quite a bit. And also same times I need to turn on the shortcut key for you. So this is a little bit tricky, so I really hoping you pay attention to how to do this. So this is a cylinder, right? And this is kind of a curved surface. What do we need to do? A lot of times when we finish modeling, we already have a lot of geometry. It doesn't matter how much you're going to have, but we can just adding some of these. So the method we use is going to be bevel a vertices. So this is a really good way, and I have made a video before just to show you how to cut a hole, which is a circle. But this one you can see it's connecting two circles to make a long hole like that. So how can we do that? So we're gonna select two end of this shape, right? And it's just the vertice. So what we are going to to hit Control B, the bevel, and you won't see anything because it's a vertice. You weren't supposed to get anything bevel. But after the Blender 2.9, if you hit V, and you can actually bevel a vertice. But what the default setting is not that much enough bevel, so I'm actually going to roll the mouse scroll to having these shapes come out. As you see, it's kind of like a diamond star, but there's a vertex in the center. So hold that and then click. And then right after you did this, you actually needed to right click to use the loop tool to make a circle, right? Yeah, this is what we want. And sometimes also by default Blender, you don't have this add-on turn on. It's come with the Blender. So what you need to do, you need to go to the edit preferences, you go to the add-on, so you search the loop tool, and just check this enable this add-on, so you can do that when you right click. After we right click, we can actually scale it up. But when you scale it up, usually by default, it's kind of like the regions is around a bounding box. So we we actually want to change that bounding box at center to individual or origin. So we can hit S to kind of scale up and down. Like we can do that real quick. So, okay, so we get that done. The next thing we are going to do, we wanted to make this whole everything looks beautifully like this one we already made. Everything's quad. So this next thing we wanted to do is actually connecting some vertices. So we're gonna do that. Select these two and hit J. Okay, hit J. And this one, hit J. And these two down here, and hit J. This one, another J. And another one is between here to here. Hit J. The reason we hit J is because if I hit an F, it won't actually cutting, or it will not creating these vertices along the surface. This is very important. So we need to do J. So you just need to pay attention for all the steps. Hit J again. So next thing, you see we already built this one. It looks like, oh, it's pretty nice. And we are going to connecting these dots together. So another interesting trick that you need to pay attention is if I'm selecting back box, select these vertices. If I hit F, you can do that, but this is not going to work. So you do not hit F. And if you hit J, it's an arrow individual selection order. So which means I need to select these vertices in the order in order to hit J. Remember, we only want to use J to connecting all these vertices. So I'm gonna select that and hold shift, select that one and the last one. And then now I can hit J to really join them together. So this is something like it's kind of tricky, but it's worth our time to really pay attention on how to do this. So we're gonna do it again. This one, hold shift, click that, and then we're gonna hit J again. So connecting these. So the same thing down here. So we're gonna hit 1, shift, and J. All right, 1, shift, and J. So after done that, we will go to the next thing. We're gonna delete some vertices because we're just not gonna use that anyway. So these are extra vertices. So we can hit number 2 from the vertices mode and then go to the edge mode. So we're just gonna select these edges and hit X to dissolve edge. Okay, and do that same thing. Dissolve edges. Just dissolve that. Okay. After that, see, this is something we eventually want to save. It's just for this long hole with a rounded edge, so we can do that. And then we can hit 3 and just select the surface and hit the either E or I to kind of like get an insert to do that. So you can do that. And if we go to the exit mode, so we can actually grab that, go to the Y. So we're actually poking a hole or getting a bevel shape going on here. And if you're, because this one, we didn't do any subsurface modifier, so we can hit Control 2 to adding 2 levels. And now you can see, yeah, suddenly coming up with a very soft and smooth edges going on. So we can put in here. I just want to quickly demonstrating how this thing works. Okay, so you can see here, we can do a shape smooth, looks nice. And another thing what you can do is, because we're doing this very nicely, cutting this and everything is quad, so you can easily to adding another loop cut to around here and just hit the Control R and do that. And then when you do that, you can hit E or F. See, you can change the shape and then you can kind of like really squishing them in to get a little bit sharper edge if you want, right? Same thing here. You can even actually adding another loop cut inside right here. Yeah, you can inside to support that. And maybe another one down here. Oops, come on. Down here, it's just going down here. So you can have a really nice cut shape, and basically you can use this very often, and it's gonna have same results and every single time using this method. Okay, I think that's it, and thank you for watching. If you really like this video, please hit like and consider subscribe my channel. All my videos are all about photorealistic product rendering if you're really into that topic. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye.